Everybody has a right to dream. Every single one of us has a right to dream. You have a right to dream. You have a right to dream. You all at the back have a right to dream. And even I have a right to dream. Now what happens? Usually when we reach adulthood, when we become adults, we start losing our dreams. We get caught up with everyday routine, with responsibilities, with all the things we have to do as adults. And many of us actually think that adulthood has no place for dreams. Now, this almost happened to me. Well, it actually did happen to me, starting. I'm going to just show you a picture. It'll be simpler if I show you a picture. I drew this picture when I was 14 years old. This is how I saw the world. I don't see you like this now, by the way, luckily. And this is how the world made me feel. Now, I'm 45 now, but if I had been asked to draw a picture when I was 34 years old, 20 years after this, I would have probably drawn the same, or I would have drawn worse, more or less. Now, 2 years ago, in 2013, I painted this. This is how the world makes me feel now, and this is how I see the world now. So you're going to say, okay, so how did you make this quantum leap from there, from how it was before, to here, now, today? Very, very simple. It's as simple as it is complicated. I dared to dream. For the first time ever, I dared to dream. And we can all do that. Now, there's something funny about dreams. It's not just good enough to dare to dream, because we dream. Okay, fine, we get a dream. We say, okay, I have a dream. And then what? You sit on your sofa and your dream just comes to you? No. We need commitment to be able to see that dream through. We need commitment to get through the tough times. And how do we do that? How do we get commitment? There's no magic potion. There's no pill that we can take. We can't buy commitment off the internet. No, it's actually much simpler than that, and most of life really is much simpler than that. We have commitment inside each and every one of us. We just have to find the key. Okay? Now, normally what happens, we say, okay, I've got a dream. We launch ourselves into a dream or into a goal or a project. It doesn't have to be as big as a huge dream. It can be something small. We launch ourselves in. We don't think about commitment before. We start, we move on, then we start hitting obstacles and we come across problems and things get difficult. And then suddenly we start to contemplate commitment. Okay, so that's not going to help us, because when we're in the middle of a storm, we can't start thinking, okay, now I need commitment. We give up. Most of us give up when things get tough if we haven't thought about it before. What we have to do is not launch ourselves into a dream, into a huge project or a little project before we really stop and think. We have to do that when we're goal setting. Okay? So when we're thinking about what we're going to do, what path we're going to follow, what dreams we want to follow, we have to ask ourselves two simple questions, very easy to answer. One is this goal important to me? Is it really important to me? We also have to ask ourselves, do I feel passionate about it? Does it excite me? Do I really want to do it? You see, there's no right goal. There's only your goal. And what's really, really important here is you have to know that your goal is your own. Don't try and follow other people's goals. Your goal shouldn't be your parents' goal. Your goal shouldn't be your teacher's goal. It shouldn't be your friends. It shouldn't be what's trending on Twitter. Your goal should be your own, whether it's popular, whether it's unpopular, whether your friends do it or don't do it. Your goal is your own. Because if you feel passionate about it, if it's yours, if it's your dream, if it's your goal, and if you really feel passionate and excited about it, this passion and excitement is going to be your motivation. And this motivation is going to give you your commitment. You see? You don't have to go outside yourself to get it. It's inside you. Everything is inside you. Because you need this commitment and you need this motivation for when times get tough. Because times are going to get tough. That's one of the life's guarantees. Times are going to get tough. They're going to get tougher than you ever imagine at times. And there's going to be times when you're desperate. There's going to be times that you lose faith in yourself. you're going to be exhausted, you're going to be stressed, you might even be in pain, depending what challenge you've launched yourself into. And if you don't have a passion, if your goal, if your dream isn't your own, you're not going to have the strength and the commitment to carry on. You're going to give up. And far too many people give up in life. They give up on their dreams. Now, if you want to achieve your dreams, however big or however small they are, you must never, ever, ever give up. Now, sometimes there might be reasons, health reasons, reasons outside ourselves that say they don't allow us to carry on. Those, I don't see those as giving up. I see those as you have to stop, you can't continue. But giving up is stopping just because things get really hard. And they might get really, really hard. But if you want to achieve your dreams and you want to achieve your goals in life, giving up should not be an option. Okay, here we are talking about dreams, and all I'm talking about is suffering and pain and stress and exhaustion. Do I really want to dare to dream? Maybe I'm safer sitting at home not dreaming. Maybe I'm safer just quietly sitting. But you see, suffering and struggle and battles and obstacles isn't actually about dreams. It happens to you. This is real life. This is real life, guys. Obstacles are going to hit you. We're going to find ourselves every single day of our lives with small problems or with big problems in front of us. And that has nothing to do with whether we're trying to go for our dreams or not. And there's another lovely tool that we can use to help face these things, and that's a positive attitude. We need to develop. You don't have to be born with it, but we can all develop it. We need to develop a positive attitude in our life to face what happens to us, because we can't control what happens to us in our lives, but we can control with what attitude we choose to face the things that happen to us with. And if you choose a positive attitude towards yourself, towards what happens to you, and when you're working with other people, that's going to help you overcome all manner of obstacles. And it's going to help you in your path towards your dream. Now, the positive attitude, it doesn't just apply to yourself. You need to surround yourselves with positive people, okay? Now, maybe you're on a solo path. Maybe you work on your own, or maybe you work with 100 people, okay? But we all need people around us. Unless we live in a cave up on the mountain as hermits, we all need people around us. Now, these people could be your friends, they could be your family members, or they could be your colleagues, or they could be your support team, as I had in my running career. But whoever these people are, the people that you let closest to you, the people that you let into your inner circle should be positive people. These people are going to help build your strength and are going to help build your commitment. You see, if you're excited about your goal, about your challenge, about your dream, you need to surround yourself, and if you're committed, you need to surround yourself with people who are also committed to that goal, to that dream. You need to share a common goal, because if you can combine strengths with other people, whether directly or indirectly, the sky's your limit. In fact, nothing's really your limit. You can reach further than you thought possible if you do this. You need to have a common goal. Now, let's not forget emotions, okay? We live in a society where adults are supposed not to really deal with emotions too much. Let me tell you, don't fall into the trap of living your life without emotions. Too many people do. And actually, the best things in life are pure emotion. This is what life really is all about. Emotion fuels your commitment. Emotion gives you strength. And emotion helps you reach your dreams. And once you've achieved a goal or a dream, emotion is what makes it spectacular. Now, in my last challenge, the one Konstantinos was telling you about, that was last June. It's just almost a year ago. I had to run 400 kilometers. Now, that's almost like from here to Katerini. And I had to do it. I left on a Wednesday afternoon. I left at 5 p.m. And I had to arrive on a Saturday night at around 9 o'clock, between 9 and 10 o'clock. And I arrived at 9:23 p.m. I ran for 76 hours, and I only rested for 5 hours. Maximum in 76 hours from Wednesday to Saturday. It was hell. It was pure hell. It was awful. It was really awful. Now, I achieved it, and I achieved it on time as well. How did I do that? I was committed. It was my dream. I was excited and passionate about it. I had a committed team, a support team beside me to help me. Now, without that team, I would not have achieved the challenge. I wouldn't have made it. Not because I wasn't strong, I was strong, and I did make the challenge. Now, I made it not because my team was the best team in the world, they were professional, they were capable, they did what they had to do, but because the emotion they put in to the challenge, they gave all their emotion to it. And when we finished the challenge, and I say we because it was all of us, when we reached the finish line, the emotion we lived made that the most incredible experience, and that's because it was shared emotion. And don't forget one thing in your life. It doesn't matter what path you're on, but your triumph isn't just your own triumph. Your triumph is your team's triumph. And this is absolutely key. You can't do it alone. No matter who you are, you need other people with you. And this is part of the success, and part of what's going to give you more commitment is having people around you, committed people. Now let's just have a little recap. Okay. We dare to dream. We get a dream. It's our own dream, okay? We're excited about it. We have a positive attitude. We don't give up. We surround ourselves with positive people. This is all really good. Now, there's one other little part we have to remember. When we have that dream, we always have to believe in ourselves. Never stop believing in yourself and in your dream. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect other people are going to believe in you? It's so simple, and yet it's so very, very, very important. You see, there's no right dream. There's only your dream. So here today, we're here to talk about dreams. So the key thing is if you try and go out for a dream, if you try, you might succeed, you might get your dream, and that's fantastic, and you might not. It's less fantastic. But if you don't try, you've already failed, and it's not worth it. So dare to dream. Go out, make it your dream, be excited, be committed, go for it, and take the leap. And don't wait 30 years to do it. Start today. Find your dream. Thank you very much.